Hey, welcome to the bookstore. We have a new book that just came in today. It's called Man's Rise to Civilization, and it's about the Indians of North America and how they went from primitive tribes up until the time of the settlement of the United States. It's written by Peter Farb, an anthropologist who spent many years studying the Indian cultures of the United States. And anyway, this particular book was published in 1968. It's a hardcover book. It's got a nice clear cover on it to help protect it. It'll last you a long time. And you can see it's got a mask of one of the religious masks of the Indians. They used in their dances for the hunt and to bring the, whose hand was that? The ghost. And there's a picture of the author on the back. Okay, he's kind of looking off into the sky. Anyway, there's a lot of words in this book. So if you can't read very well, you probably won't like this. This is designed for adults 50 on up, okay? If you're below 50, you probably didn't get a very good education in public schools, so you probably can't read a lot of the big words that are in here. There's some that you could, like this one that says, "They do not have chiefs, okay, but are ruled by a council of the oldest men." You could probably read that, but there's a lot of other stuff you probably can't. About the Zuni is a thoroughgoing theocracy. Okay, if you don't know what that is, you're probably not going to be able to read that anyway, because that thoroughgoing has got a lot of letters in it. So again, too, if you're under 50, you probably won't understand a lot of this book. So it's designed for somebody who's 50 and over who had a good public school education. Now, if you had private school education, you probably can't read this book at all. However, there are some pictures in it, so that you might be able to get something out of the book by just reading the pictures. Now, originally this book sold for, through the book club for about $20, okay? But today, it can be yours for only $29.99, and that's a deal. Okay, now another book we got here is about
deal?
George Carlin.
It was $20 and now it's $20.
Price, inflation, okay? It costs more to print. And this next book is on George Carlin, and it's called Last Words. Now, he was a famous comedian in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, up until the time he died. And he had died of a heart attack. Now, you notice he's bald, okay? That's because he was old when he died. What? My assistant here wants me to tap on the book. I don't know why, just to show you that it makes noise. So if you can't read, you can use it as a drum. Okay, now this book, there's no picture on the back, okay? So that's just too bad. And this book does have some pictures. Now, this book was $26.99 when it first came out. In Canada, it was $32. Well, this book nowadays would cost about $40 if it's printed today, but it's printed in 2004. Okay, there are some pictures in it, so that might help you. It's an easy read and it's pretty funny. The print is big on it, so again, you people who need glasses like me will be able to read it really well. You only need to be about 30 years old to be able to read this book, because if you're under 30, again, too, the American education system has probably failed you, and you really can't read a lot of words. So you probably just get all your news from watching Fox TV or something like that. Or if you do read, you're probably just reading comic books. Okay, well, that's okay, too. So this book was written by Tony Hendra, who was a friend of George Carlin. George Carlin was a great comedian, very funny guy. So if you see him on HBO specials, watch him. He's really funny. Unfortunately, he passed away, so he's gone now. And there hasn't been a comedian like him. A lot of people try to copy him, but they haven't done. Okay, well, I want to thank you for coming in for the bookstore today. And those are the two new books we got here, and I hope you enjoy them. Now, if you're younger, we do have some comic books and some coloring books that you can come in and get too, because some of those people would rather color and read comic books, or even some magazines with a lot of pictures in it, okay? Because I know most people don't like to read anymore. Well, thanks for coming in. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.